Sweet Bonanza Candyland, and I'm just about to close the chat because I don't want to be seeing that, and place our bets. So let me just place my bets quickly. So I think we'll do something similar. That's quite a big bet actually, but I think we'll do something similar that we do on Crazy Time, where we have the bonuses, and we have a bet on number 2 as well. There's only 3 bonuses on this game, so number 5 is going to have the other bet that I'd usually place on the 4th bonus, and we'll double up the bet on number 2. So as long as we don't hit a 1, we're safe, and then we should profit on each one. Well, it does require you to hit something like an 8x or a 10x on a bonus. I don't know how possible that is. I've only played this game a few times. It's not a game I usually play. Usually I'd be sort of heading towards Crazy Time or Monopoly or something along those lines. But I do like Sweet Bonanza, and this does look quite nice. So I need to get this down to an autoplay in a second. Can't be doing that every time. But on this particular game, they only give you a few seconds to put your autoplay back down, and I don't know. Oh, and I've missed it again. See, they only give you a few seconds to put your autoplay down. And if you don't get it in time, especially if you're not familiar with the game like I am, then you could miss your next bet, which I so often do. So I shall have to remember to come back to that. Like I said, there's 3 bonus rounds on this game, so you got Bubble Surprise. This actually has changed, this game. When it first came out, I'm sure there was 4 bonus rounds, and I'm sure there was a number 10 as well, so it's kind of been like whittled down a little bit to 3 bonus rounds. I'm not sure how you can check that out, but if you look on YouTube, potentially you might see an early version of this game with a slightly different look. But it was taken down for a short time, and it came back, and it's got these 3 bonuses now. No, I can put my bets on and get the autoplay going. Now, there you go. It's that one there, and then we'll go autoplay. I think I just need to do that one because this is the UK version, so you have to have a loss limit and things like that, because it's very UK games, casino gaming is very restricted compared to the USA version. So, having all standard autoplay on slots and things like that we'd love to have is just banned these days. So, but the bets are down, the autoplay's on. I've set a loss limit which is way above my balance anyway. I'll just be playing this down to 0 really, or up to 40. So I'm just looking to double if I can. I mean, I always look at when we join a game and see what's happened previously. We're on a run of 1s at the moment, which has just hit the 7th one in a row, so that would be absolutely devastating if that continues. We need to see some of these bonuses, and I suppose it's probably actually not a bad thing that we've not had many bonuses, so maybe we're joining a good time. If it's just about to turn round, then that would actually be quite good. So 3 bonus rounds, as I was trying to say earlier, and I keep forgetting. So Sweet Spins is pretty much the free spins of Sweet Bonanza. Not quite as good. The payouts are nowhere near as good, but you can actually hit some quite decent rounds on it. So that's like the Crazy Time of the game, Sweet Spins. And then you've got Candy Drop, which is like a little Plinko machine, really. I suppose it's Pachinko from Crazy Time. In some ways, it's very similar to that. You just drop a ball in from the top and it lands on a couple of multipliers on the way down. That's our first win. So that gives us our money back. And then there's Bubble Surprise, which is this little bubble machine that the host is actually stood next to right now. And you can actually get the other 2 bonus rounds from that bonus. Plus you can also get a 10 and a 5. And it's actually quite good, to be honest. I much prefer it to Coin Flip, as I always compare all these games to these sort of lower end bonus games. It's much better than Coin Flip because you can get those other rounds, and I have actually hit a Sweet Spins from that, so it's actually quite like that. But we need a couple of wins to get us going, and hopefully that'll be a 5, and that'll be our second section where we're not losing, so we get 120 back on that. So that's quite good. And the one other feature of this game, am I taking part in you never win on drops and wins anyway. The only other part of this game which you can take part in is this sugar bomb booster, which I think is, for me, it's not really worth doing. It adds a certain percentage onto your bet. I think that was 25%, so if you're playing a pound a go, you'll be playing £1.25 a go with the extra 25% on top, obviously. And basically, if you land on one of these sugar bomb sections that are on the wheel, and I think there's 3 of them if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, yeah. I think there's 3 of them. If you land on one of those, if the multiplier is a 2, you get a 4. So you just get double whatever the multiplier is on that particular section, and it then multiplies the next spin. and I don't really see a huge benefit in doing so. Very often the multiplier when you land on Sugar Bomb is 2x, 3x, and I know, yeah, it'd be great to double it up to, you know, to 4 or 6, but I don't think it's worth that much of an extra fee, so I just don't bother with that. It's 25%, yeah. So for me, I'm not going to do the maths. It'd be like £1.60 something or other. So yeah, so I think let's leave it as it is. That's not a big element of the game anyway. You're really trying to land on Candy Drop or Sweet Spins in my experience. I like Candy Drop because even though it can give you some awful payouts sometimes, it does have a 1000x multiplier on it if you land in if you go through the Plinko machine and land in certain sections, which is actually decent. So, and at the moment, this early in the game, I'm just hoping we land on a bonus round. They're the same as Crazy Time. There's something every 6 sections, so we should land on something before we're destroyed and taken out of the game. So let's see how it goes.
Expecting that. Well, thank you.
This is another one of those games where the wheel stops so slowly, it's actually painful. Well, it's going to stop slow enough to get before that Sugar Bomb now. But it does. And when the host spins the wheel, they only have to put the faintest of touches on it. And it spins round for so long, it's just painful. Which is one of the reasons I actually don't play this game very often. I don't like how the wheel spins. It's quite a long game to play. I like some of the bonus rounds. Sweet Spins is actually quite a good bonus round to watch. And like I said, it's not as good as the Sweet Bonanza slot machine bonus round, but you can still get some good wins on it, and it's good fun to have a slot machine on a live game. I think that's great. But it's just the game's so slow. I just wish there was something they could do just to make it, just speed up a little bit, and just make it a little bit easier to watch.
Croissant. Weird.
Number 2, don't go over to the 1. Yeah, number 2, so that's not too bad. And you've got a different minimum bet on this game as well, so it's 20p on this one, so I can't do my usual 10p trick across those, you know, those sections. So usually I'll be playing 60p a go, but I'm not. I'm playing £1.20 a go this time, which is not normal for me, but that's the lowest bet they've got on this game, so that's the one we have to go with. So it's 15 spins, I think, since we last hit Sugar Bomb. Oh, are we going to hit Sugar Bomb? Stop right there. Yes, Sugar Bomb. So that's good news. Okay. So we've actually hit something. It's not a bonus, but it gives us a multiplier for the next spin. And that applies across all of the sections. So as long as this doesn't hit 1, we should get some sort of profit, hopefully. This is where you want to hit Sweet Spins. And if you hit Sugar Bomb again, it's just like Monopoly. It multiplies the multiplier, and you end up with an even bigger multiplier. And that's kind of like the ideal scenario. I don't know the history of this game because there's no Traxino.com style website where you can, that I'm aware of anyway, that you can check that on. Don't land on 1, it's just not necessary. Number 5, yes, that's not too bad. 15x, so that's £3 or so that's quite good. So yeah, there's no website where you can check previous outcomes, so I don't know what people have successfully managed to do in the past. But I can imagine, like Crazy Time, if you hit enough multipliers and then hit Sweet Spins or even Candy Drop, you could probably come out with some absolutely enormous prizes. But you also, you know, on the other side, you need to get extraordinarily lucky to hit them. So, but everything can happen. We've got Sweet Spins on the way here, and I've just noticed on that Bubble Surprise machine. Oh, is that on for? Is that Sweet Spins? Oh, that's too quick, isn't it? Slow down! Stop! Oh, it's just after Sweet Spins, and we ended up with a 1, so that's really not what we need. But I've just noticed on that Bubble Surprise game over there is a 25x I just saw go past, so that's quite good as well. I didn't mention that earlier. There's 5, 10, 25x, and then there's Candy Drop and Sweet Spins on there, so that's quite a nice little machine, that is. I like that.
Thank you for sharing that.
That's going pretty nippy.
It was
look, it's going to slow down again just before, isn't it, on that number 1? Yeah, it's done the same thing about 4 times now. Starting to get suspicious.
Even though
that looks real one-y. Oh no, it's a 2. It's a 2. That's okay. It's our money back again, and that's the good thing about having a couple of bets on the numbers, because it kind of, like, if you go through a spell like this where the bonuses seem to be impossible to hit, it kind of saves you a little bit with getting your balance back, your bet back a couple of times. But I think it's got to be a good 20 odd spins, maybe more, since we last had an actual bonus. So yeah, we really need to see a few of those. Ha! There is a statistics button. Here it is. Okay. So, oh, you can do it over 500 rounds, right? Christ, okay. So we can go back and have a look at the history a little bit. There's been quite a few sweet spins, so that actually would concern me a little bit. I know it doesn't make any difference, like, you know, in terms of real statistics, but it's not good to see when you've had quite a few of them, because I know they can go a long time without coming out. Carrying on down, there's a few candy drops in there. There was a 2x there and then a bubble machine. That's quite cool. So yeah, you get the multipliers very often followed by numbers, I should say anyway, and it very often is followed by 2s there. So do you really get the benefit of adding the extra 25%? Probably not, I would say. That's going really quick. It needs to slow down.
You spend like
So number 2. Okay, well I'm okay with that. That's fine.
That means
I can't see anything in the last 500 spins that concerns me. There's not been a huge multiplier followed by a bonus. If that even happens in this game, I wouldn't know. But I think that multiplier we had there, where we got the 3x and then the 5, that's probably as good as it gets, right?
I'm not different.
Coming up with a degree of pace towards the older candy drop here. If it could just go a little bit further. Yep, we're going to get our first candy drop. So that's good news. I wanted to see how this round's doing these days. I always go on the left side on this one. I always have. I think it's red. It might be a red section. So I suppose like Crazy Time, you choose. Oh, it's blue. I'm going to go blue. Yeah, which is on this left-hand side. So how this works is it drops a pachinko ball from the top, really, one of these balls, and it goes down through these sections here and on these wheels, and it lands on these multipliers. So I've picked a good one here because there's a 10 if it lands on it, and a 3x, and then a +5, and then a ×3. That's what I'm looking to. Yeah, there's the 10. If you could hit the 3, that'd be great. 2x, didn't want that. I want the 5 now. It's a 1. Hit the 3. See, that's actually really good. That is a 69x, which is huge for this game, I have to say. So they've hit a 1 and a 4. So the other thing about this game is if you come down this machine and you hit all these lit up sections, these purple ones, that's when you hit your 1000x. On this go, it was actually technically impossible. Sometimes they do line up and it looks, really close. So that is £14, which is really good. We picked the right side there because the middle one was shocking. So really good pick. We're on £26. This is good. We had a good little start here, and this is kind of what we want to see with this kind of strategy. We've only had 2 1s in the last sort of 50. I shouldn't say it because it's really dangerous. They can hear. But we've only had 2 1s in the last like 10, 15 spins, and that's exactly what we want. We want to hit all these 2s and 5s in the middle of getting these bonuses, and then we'll be racing up. Like I said, every video I do, I always set a target because I think that's really important with gaming anyway, with any type of gambling like this. You set yourself a target for how much you want to lose, set yourself a target for how much you'd like to win as a minimum, and you stop on those targets and just be sensible. This looks like a bubble surprise. Yes, bubble surprise. Okay. If this could take us through to the sweet spins, I would be eternally grateful. Oh, it went past. Oh, it's a 10. See, that's not bad. That's £2. That'll do. That's quite nice. 220. Now we just need sweet spins. With a multiplier, preferably. Is that fast enough to come round to sweet spins? That's going to slow down quite a lot, isn't it? Oh, it looks quicker when it zooms in. Good God. That looks much quicker. And it's shooting towards that bubble surprise. But you'll be really surprised to hear it slowed down just before it again. And we've hit another 1. So, again, we've hit that same spot. If it is the same spot. I suppose we could be hitting slightly different ones each time. But it's the 1 before bubble surprise, and it's really annoying. See, that doesn't look to be going that fast when it's going around now. But is it going to slow down and land on bubble surprise? Oh, it's going over. It's number 2. It's number 2. Yeah, when it zooms in, it does seem to be going a lot quicker than when you're actually not zoomed in. I don't know if that's just a camera trick, but it definitely looks like it's going quicker when it zooms in. Now, how fast is that going? I can't tell, because if it's going fast enough, this could be sweet spins. Oh, it's going to slow down again. It's just before. That's unlucky, but we're getting closer. That's going to shoot past sweet spins this time at some pace. So is it fast enough to land on Sugar Bomb? It's slowing down. It shouldn't go over to 1. It's landed on Sugar Bomb. Now this is good news, so we get a multiplier now. I think this multiplier goes up to 10. It's usually 2 or 3, but I think it does go up to 10. Like on Monopoly, you can get an 8 and a 10. But we've got the 3 this time, so that's okay. That's quite good. Don't spin the wheel too hard, because I don't want to wait half an hour for the result. It's kind of looking like it's a bit too quick for sweet spins, but if it slows down now, just after that one, if it slows down, we're going to land on sweet spins. Really? Oh, it's going to slow. It's going to be one before, right? No, we got sweet spins with a 3 times multiplier. Oh my god. I did not expect that. Okay, this could be quite good, depending on how the slot goes. That is... We've hit what is pretty much the ideal scenario. A 3x on sweet spins.
Oh yes, welcome.
And you can get repeats in this as well. You can re-trigger the round. So let's see what happens. Some of the prizes in here are absolutely tiny, though. Oh, that's quite good. We got a 6x in there. Oh, just off the purples. So 4.2x. So that's like 4.2 times your 20p bet at the moment. And it does the multiplying at the end for the other multiplier. Come on, we need some wins. Oh, some shocking spins. You can have some bad rounds on here. Oh, that's a re-trigger, right? 5 more spins, so we've actually hit a re-trigger on the 3 times multiplier. This should be really good.
You know what's the highest multiplier delivered ever here?
That's another one.
Oh my.
That's another win. Oh, now the apples as well. And I don't see any other combinations, but we've got some multipliers. 7x, so that's 12 on top of that. So we're on the 16x now. Blues. Any apples? Any apples hanging around? No, but we've got some multipliers, so this is actually quite good, because this is going to be multiplied by 3 after as well. Okay, that's not very good. Come on, we need a few wins. Or another re-trigger, I'll take that as well. Nope, nothing there. 3 spins to go. Oh, come on, come on. A few more wins. 100x bomb! Oh my god, I didn't even know that was on there. And I think we've got really unlucky. If that 100x bomb had hit... Oh, we've got a few wins here, though. There's an 8x on there as well. And a 20x! That is huge. So that is a 39, so 67x. And we multiply that by 3. I think that's 180x. Yes, £40. Oh my god. What a bonus round that is. I'll take that. So we're well over our target already. So... I know where I wanted to stop. I was going to stop on 40, so now we're going to stop on 60. So it does make sense at this point to double the bet until we get down to 60. I might take autoplay off at this point, so stop that. And yes, we'll do a few bigger bets until we get down to 60, and we'll just take it, because at that point we're £40 up anyway. So what a session. I can't believe we've come on and hit that. Let's see if we can add to it. So I'll set a new target at 80. So if in the next few spins we can get up to 80, then we'll stop there as well. But if we don't, we stop on 60 and we take some really good profit. And that is a punishing one. We might see a few of those. Okay, I'm going to repeat that bet. What is it? It's £2.40, I suppose. Oh, so this could be the last spin. I underestimated how big a bet that is. Repeat, rebet, and that takes us down to 60. So this technically could be the last spin if we hit a 1. But if we hit a bonus, it could be quite interesting at this point.
I'm so happy for the winners. Trying to remember how you call that.
I feel like in the sweet spins round, we actually got quite unlucky there as well. Because if we'd have had a really... Oh, the game's broke. No, okay, we're back. If we'd have had a sort of, you know, a couple of 100x, which can happen, especially when that 100x bomb hit as well, if we'd have hit something there, that could have been absolutely massive. But I'm very happy with what we got. So that's the end of the game. We're down to £60, so we'll take that. Because we're in profit and there's no point losing our profit. So thanks for joining. If you've got any other ideas for videos, do let me know. If there's other live casino games you play, you've got any strategies, let me know so that I can play those games too, and we'll see what we can do. Thank you very much for joining.